New elevated card offers. A new card has officially gone live. Southwest continues to make passengers happy. I'm kidding. And we've got a really interesting travel story, and I'm curious to hear your reaction on it. All that and more on this week's edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update. I'm Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. On these episodes that come out every Sunday evening, my goal is to catch you up on all the news you may have missed regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. It is super easy to follow along. On one side of the screen, we've got a list of topics, a timer down below, timestamps down in the description below if you want to skip around to any stories. And keep in mind, if you are interested in any of the cards mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. When you apply, clicking that referral link, it greatly helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. If you find this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts. We've got a lot to cover in this week's episode. I'm excited to get this one going for you. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Southwest Airlines has really taken a beating due to the big travel fiasco over the holiday season, and they're not making it any better with this recent announcement. Effective February 21st, Southwest Airlines onboard internet will be purchased per leg of the trip and not for the entire day. That's right, so instead of just paying one fee for internet with Southwest flights for the entire day, now you have to pay for each leg of the trip. Thanks, Southwest. You're really making a difference and making customers happy again. Honestly, I don't know what they're thinking in this scenario, and if you've watched this channel, you know how I feel about Wi-Fi on a plane. First of all, you shouldn't have to pay for it. This is 2023 now. Why are we still paying for Wi-Fi on a plane? It should be a standard feature. People need to work. Kids need to watch videos on their iPad so they don't drive everybody crazy on the plane. It just makes sense to make it free. I don't understand what the big deal is here, and especially this timing from Southwest. This is just really dumb. If I can give a message directly to Southwest Airlines, stop it. What are you doing? This is completely ridiculous, bad timing, poor form. Whoever's making these decisions, I question whether they should be there or not, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comments below because it really ticks me off. One of my favorite business cards is the American Express Business Platinum card, and there is now a new sign-up offer that could be of interest for some of you out there. Right now, you can get a 120,000 point bonus after $15,000 spent on the card within the first 3 months. But here's where the big difference comes in with this new offer. Now you can also earn 10 times membership rewards points during your first 3 months of card membership on your first $7,500 combined in the following U.S. purchases. That is advertising in select media, office supply stores, shipping services, wireless telephone service providers, and materials and hardware suppliers. Now, this is really interesting because we've seen some offers for the Amex Business Platinum of up to 150,000 points, and even more than that actually, but that usually includes a higher spend. So this is really interesting. Is it better to go with just a straight up 150,000 point bonus, or is it better to look at this 120,000 point bonus in order to get the extra 10 times multipliers on certain categories? It's something to think about, all right? So let's think about this real quick. If you get the 120,000 point bonus and $7,500 of that spend was in the 10 times categories, that's 75,000 additional points. So 120,000 plus 75,000 is 195,000. And then if you add 7,500 additional points that you would get from the $15,000 spend on one-time purchases, you're looking at around 202,000 points total for the sign-up offer if you can truly maximize those 10 times categories. So it's certainly something to consider. In my personal opinion, I like keeping these sign-up offers as easy as possible. So I'm more likely to lean towards something like a regular 150,000 point sign-up offer. But hey, if you can take advantage of these and get those extra points, certainly do so. Just be aware that this one's out there and see if it's a good fit for you. And not to be outdone, the Bank of America Alaska Airlines business card has an elevated offer right now as well. You can receive a sign-up bonus of 70,000 miles after $4,000 spend on the Bank of America Alaska Airlines business card, and you get the companion fare. So this is better than some previous offers we've seen on the card of 60,000 miles or even 40,000 miles plus $200 deal that we've seen in the past. This isn't the best deal we've ever seen on the card because I applied for this card in 2022 when the bonus was 80,000 miles. Now, I got denied for that card. Kayla got denied for that card, and the reason being was because we did not have an established relationship with Bank of America. So before you apply for this card, make sure you consider that. Do you already have a relationship? Because it does appear that they do put some weight into that when they're considering giving you a card. So take a look at this one. Keep in mind you can use Alaska Airlines miles for much more than just flying to Alaska. For those of you that are new to points and miles, just keep that in mind. These are very valuable miles. So if you can snag this one, by all means, go for it. US Bank has recently gone live with their new credit card that was previously mentioned on an episode of the Weekly Pointers News Update. So we previously discussed the US Bank Altitude Connect World Elite Mastercard, and the bonus is 60,000 bonus points after $6,000 spend in the first 6 months of opening the account. The annual fee of $95 is waived for the first year, and you can look at the multipliers here, but one thing to keep in mind that we did not know at the time before this went live is that as a card member, you'll receive a $25 statement credit after every 3 consecutive monthly taxi or rideshare transactions paid with your card. So that $25 credit is certainly new, and especially with having the annual fee waived for the first year, this is definitely something to consider. Let me know if you plan on taking advantage of this. If you've already applied for this card and you've gotten approved, let us know what your process was like. Anytime a new card launches, we want as many data points as possible to see what that approval process looks like, so leave those down in the comments below. Well, you know, on the Weekly Pointers News Update, we always like to give you an interesting story or scenario that people are encountering in their daily lives regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, or any combination of those. So this is a very interesting story about a group of friends that took a trip to Lake Tahoe and stayed at an Airbnb. So this group of friends went out skiing all day long. They were really looking forward to this ski trip. So they go out skiing, they enjoy the weather, the cold weather, mind you, and they enjoy their entire day skiing. So they want nothing more than to go back to their Airbnb and take a nice hot shower to relax and maybe even warm up a little. However, to their surprise, they had just a little bit of warm water for a couple of minutes, and then it was all freezing cold water the rest of the time. Now, the group of friends did call the owner and complain about the hot water situation. However, the owner said, nope, that's not my problem, and I never promised that we'd have hot water. The friends then went to Airbnb and complained, and they backed up what the owner said. So Airbnb basically said that the owner did not list hot water as an amenity on the listing. Holy cow. Okay, that would absolutely drive me crazy. You would think that hot water would just be something that's offered because it's 2023. We should be able to heat up water at this point. But to their dismay, they were told, nope, not their problem. There's nothing that we can do about it. Now, at the end of this story, it does get a little bit better for this group of friends because after continuous complaints, Airbnb did issue a small refund to them, but it was by no means enough to cover the cost of their trip and showering in ice cold water. So let me ask you this question. Do you think that an amenity such as hot water even needs to be listed at this point? I mean, it's almost like you have to say, we have electricity, we have lights, we have hot water. The basic necessities should just be covered. And if this is part of Airbnb's policy, I highly suggest they change this because we're not in caveman days here, all right? We're in 2023. You should have hot water. This should be very standard, especially in a place like Lake Tahoe. And the interesting part of this was that the place did have a hot tub. So if the friends did want to warm up, they could certainly jump in the hot tub and then rinse off all the chemicals from the hot tub in an ice cold shower. Yeah, that's just not right. And if you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers News Update, you know that I like to end the show on a really good food deal. And this week is no exception. This week we actually got a couple of really fun ones, so check these out. February 21st is National Pancake Day, and you can head on over to IHOP. That's right, the International House of Pancakes, and you will receive a free short stack of pancakes. Again, that's on February 21st, and there's no purchase necessary to get this. Now, they do run this in conjunction with their charitable drive. So every year on National Pancake Day, they use this day to get people to come into IHOP and get their free short stack, but then any proceeds that come from the other food items that are purchased, they donate to charity. So a really cool idea to get more people in the door to donate to charity, and you can get some free pancakes as well without any obligation whatsoever. Another really exciting food deal, February 22nd is National Margarita Day. I've actually got my Cabo Wabo shirt that I got in Mexico last year because National Margarita Day sounds like a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below that details all of the margarita deals that are available nationwide. Now keep in mind your local restaurants may have their own deals, but there's just so many to list. I'm going to put a link down there. Check those out, enjoy some pancakes, and then the next day load up on margaritas. Your diet will thank you. Not. All right, so this was a really fun episode. We covered some elevated offers. We talked about a new card to the market, Southwest just being really crummy to the customers, an interesting travel scenario, and 2 really cool food deals. That's what we do on this channel every Sunday evening, so I really love bringing these to you. If you do have any tips, tricks, or pointers related to any of the stories that I mentioned today, leave those down in the comments below because that does help a lot of people out. And keep in mind, if you are interested in applying for any cards mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. When you use that referral link, it greatly helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, you're gonna get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, free margaritas, and pancakes, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.